At the Earl's Court Caravan Show back in 1986, a completely new name of caravan appeared on the scene. And that's always exciting. So what was so special? What was different about this range of models? Well, quite clearly you could see that they were very, very well built. A little bit more money than the basic ones. Sometimes people said they were heavier. What was their name? They were announced with a flourish of trumpets. The name was Coachman. This model is the Pastiche 422. 2 because, of course, it's a 2-berth. And would you believe this one is 8 years old? It's in good condition. Of course, it's showing a little bit of age. Things like the frame here is yellowing slightly. There's a slight discoloration in the decal. But generally it's in superb condition, which is testament to the way it was originally built. For example, look at this Site's S4 framed window. You hardly ever find these on touring caravans. They're so easy to get replacements. They're costly, but I reckon that's the best I've seen for a while. Let's have a look at this large gas locker on the front. It's a huge gas locker in total, side to side. Here there's room for 2 cylinders. And of course it's a wall-mounted regulator consistent with the age of the van. And the room is useful for putting an extra weight since it is an end kitchen and we want nose weight on the front. Coming round to the door side of the Pastiche, we see the good shiny aluminium, we see the robust window. Wait, there's a hat trick of flaps along the side. What are they? Let's check. So what's behind flap number 1? Oh no, it's a gas socket point, so you can run a barbecue outside, as long as you don't run it in your awning. So what's hidden under this second mystery flap? Wait for it, here it is. It's a 13-amp socket, so you could even run a TV if you insisted, or charge your phone. Now, what on earth is left for the third one? Oh my word, it's central heating in an awning. That's where the warm air comes out. A bit wasteful maybe, isn't it? Moving inside, well, we don't move inside. Look, there's a fly screen in the way. But isn't that useful if you're holidaying in Scotland or the Lake District where there are those awful midges? Isn't there a feeling of space here? Yes, this is the end kitchen, and that's a full-size cooker. I don't believe this van is 8 years old. Look at that beautifully clean hob. Underneath, there's the grill. I wonder if that's been used. It's so immaculate. Then there's the oven itself, if you really, really want to bake a full Sunday roast. And in the bottom, there's a useful locker for those greasy saucepans. All there, isn't it? Are you ready for a cup of tea? And then later, of course, we'll have to wash up. And the sink's over here. Nice big recessed sink, so the water doesn't spill out all over the surface. And incidentally, there is a good surface for food preparation. So what about storage in the kitchen? Well, up high we've got plenty of space here, obviously for light things like the cereals. Another storage point next to it, adjacent to it, that's fine. The one next door is for the plates. It's got the plate and the saucer rack. And now we can move down and look over here for the heavier items because it's low down. Plenty of space with useful shelves too. Similarly on the side, and maybe this is where you'd put the cleaning utensils and the dustpan and brush. Plenty of space there too. Then the cutlery drawer. No shortage, is there? And then to the side, there's another little cubby hole here. What can that be? Ah, well, of course, it's the sliding table, the freestanding table that you can either use in the lounge or you can take out to use in your awning. Moving away from the kitchen, we come to this section, and this is for the drinkers. On this side, we've got the facilities for holding all the glasses and the wine itself. Yes, nice and tall, so that you can keep the bottles in here if you're taking a trip on the English Riviera. Oh, but wait, not everybody is a wine drinker. Some people prefer a good tin of ale. And right underneath, to keep it cool, we have a Thetford fridge. That's really very practical. We can understand that. What we can't quite understand is this practical piece here that doesn't prop up, and we wonder maybe if any viewers could tell us what it is. It is a bit of a mystery. So down to the entertaining end, and this is a little bit bright really for Coachman, but I don't mind it, and I particularly like the thickness. the huge comfort that these cushions offer. Now, of course, if you want to sleep that way, remember it's a 2-berth and you both have 2 separate beds. I calculate that these are a good 6 foot, if not more. But you can also make this into a double bed. Now it's time to smile. Can you see the smiley face? Why do you think that is? Well, it's simple. To make this into a double bed, this is the best ever slide-out system you'll ever find in a caravan. It doesn't fall off and it slides so easily, and the reason is the way that the rails are constructed. They have 2 tiny little ridges, so there's no friction. That is a joy to behold. So there we have it for sleeping, for daytime, and of course we have a freestanding table as well as an additional facility here. Now we've got to just check to see some working parts that are under this cushion. So under the seat, push this back of the battery box, and accordingly the 12-volt fuses all properly labelled up so that you can identify them. Coming over to this side, again move this back. On this side there's the mains consumer unit with all the controls for 230 volts, and here of course the water heater with push fit pipe, that's good quality, and down here you can reach the little switch that allows you to drain down the water so Jack Frost doesn't do his damage in the winter. It's a spacious washroom unit. It's got the wash basin, it's got the Thetford swivel toilet, it's got a big wide shower, and what about this for all the storage possibilities? A cupboard here for soaps and what have you. Another one under the sink with access to pipes for repairs. Another one here, and it goes on when you move upwards. We've got other stuff here where you could hold things, and I think all that adds up to Coachman's thought in the design. So that's the 2005 Coachman Pastiche 422 berth. So what would be able to tow something like this? On the Caravan Club's matching website, I see that there are some Audi A6s that would make mincemeat of this at the 85% match. You can also tow with the BMW 3 Series, it's a bit more of a tug, or a 5 Series, struggling a little bit with some of the VW Passats, and 1 or 2 of the Mondios will manage as well. Something to look into, and for the money, a pre-owned one like this is first rate.